Yeah, so this is the Premier League Primary Stars Girls Cup. So we're basically doing a tournament to kind of get a team that's going to represent Chesterfield Football Club in our future Primary Stars national competitions, which will be absolutely fantastic. We've managed to get 9 teams here today. We've had a couple who were wanting to come, and it's just sorting transport out, but we've been able to support them with the transport this year as well, and been able to get a few teams here that sometimes wouldn't be able to come to these sorts of events.
And how important is that, and how impressive is that, more importantly, that you've got nine schools here?
I mean, it's great. I mean, all of these are on our school sports partnership, so they have maybe an after-school club, a lunch club, they might have PE lessons with us, and all the coaches here today have built great relationships with all of these schools, and it's great to see kind of the getting all together, seeing the smiles on their faces, because I mean, some of these girls haven't played football before, so it's a great opportunity for them to kind of get experience within the games, and also in some sort of competitive environment where they could potentially move into kind of a team in the future, or go to one of our extracurricular activities like our Wildcat session that we started up.
And obviously you've had a stressful few weeks organising this, but how proud are you of what's actually going on today? More importantly, how proud are you of your coaches that look like they're doing a fantastic job?
Oh, I mean, at the start of today, I mean, it was coming up at 8 o'clock, we had coaches here, we were kind of setting up the pitches and getting the cones out and getting the balls out and just getting everything prepared. Schools arriving, obviously some schools turn up a bit later. There's always that bit of a panic at the start, but as soon as we got going, I mean, it's been great to watch, great speaking to the teachers, and what their view of it is brilliant.
And what have the teachers said about it?
I mean, it's such a great aspirational venue to come to. I mean, Staveley, it's great that they've allowed us to use this facility because it's absolutely fantastic. I mean, look at them all playing. I mean, we've got 4 pitches out there. It looks absolutely brilliant. And the teachers have noticed that and just seen the smiles on their faces. And this is sometimes something that they don't get to experience often.
And how important do you think it is that children like this, especially the girls of the local community, get the opportunity to come now and play football?
Well, I mean, we haven't really had a young setup in our youth academy, and that's the main thing that we want to try and push. We want to try and get our girls set up as big as we can make it, and with this many girls here, we can definitely get that started now.
And what are the plans for the future going forwards then?
Well, we're going to have some more girls tournaments coming up. We've got boys tournaments coming up as well. After half term, it's our boys National League and Premier League Primary Stars tournaments, so that's something to look out for. The girls will then also compete in regional fixtures, so all of these schools come from all over Chesterfield, so we're hopefully going to have regional fixtures where they're going to compete in more locally and make it a bit more competitive, potentially use the pitch at the end of the season.
And then just finally from me then, what would you say to anyone at home that's watching this that wants to get involved with this? Maybe a teacher, maybe a parent who wants their school to
Yeah, I mean,
involved?
Schools get in touch with either me, Robert Stevenson, the physical education lead, or Tom, who's primary education lead, and get involved in one of our after-school clubs, lunch clubs, PE lessons, some sort of activity, and then you can come to these events for free.
And have you got an email that you can say to give people?
Yeah, robert.stevenson@spireartstrust.org.uk.
Well, we're a local school from Woodthorpe, about 1.5 miles away, and we've been working with Chesterfield Football Club in the Community Trust for about 6 years, and we still have them coming to school on a Wednesday and a Friday, and part of the package that they offer is accessing events such as this, so we're able to walk. Tremendous facilities here at Staveley Miners Welfare, and I think facilities like this are, if I dare say it, underused.
Yeah.
And I think if the council can get involved and Chesterfield Football Club for all the benefit of the children, this is just fantastic. And not to mention it's the girls' event today as well.
Well, just on the girls' event then, so obviously the girls' football in recent months has sort of got massive, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
How important do you feel it is that they're now putting tournaments on like this for the females of the country?
Hugely. I mean, from what I'm seeing at school at the moment, that belief in children, all children, but particularly girls, is they can do it. They can compete against the boys. They can enjoy the sport, physical sport, contact sport like this. And if anything, our girls are more enthusiastic than a lot of the boys now.
And how impressed are you with what the Community Trust are doing for the children?
Brilliant. I was just stood over there watching the game, and I was just watching how it's been organised, and I think the Community Trust has come on so much in the years I've been involved with them, and I just see them going from strength to strength.
And what would your message be to any other head teachers of any other local schools that aren't involved with the Community Trust yet?
Just get involved, get in contact with either Tom Keenan, Keith Gillespie's here today as well. They've always been in touch with me via email. They've visited the school. They understand our school's needs. Just get in touch and they'll put together a bespoke package, and that's exactly what they do for us.
And then just finally from me, how impressed with the actual standard of football have you? Because I mean, even myself, just watching for the last 10 minutes, I've been really impressed with the actual standard that's going on.
Girls are fantastic. I mean, in a way, they're a little bit more controlled and structured than the boys. They work together as a team a little bit more than that as well, and their team spirit, there's no blame, and they encourage each other, and everything is just so much fun for them. So
and would you definitely be willing to come and do another tournament like this again in the future?
100%. We'll be straight there. We can't wait. So we're on October the 14th today. So yeah, if we can fit another one in at some point before winter sets in, that'd be brilliant. But yeah, we'll be back in the spring hopefully.
Off the back of the last tournament we did, I think we've actually doubled in numbers, which I think really can only be helped by the Women's Euros.
Yeah, well, speaking on the Women's Euros then, that's obviously a massive thing that took place over the summer, and then obviously off the back of it we've got stuff like this going on. How important do you feel it is that we've now got women's and girls tournaments going on in the community?
Oh, massively, and especially like today, we've got some girls that have never actually even played in a team or really even played much football before, but they've got that sense of pride by coming and representing their school, and the fact that they're coming and asking questions about the kind of clubs that we do and how they can get involved off the back of this tournament. It's amazing.
And do you feel there are more opportunities for women now since the Euros, and if so, do you hope that continues?
Definitely, and I think here at the Community Trust, now that we've set up our Wildcats platform, which is for girls aged 5 to 11, there's even more scope now, and we're going to continue to push and continue to grow those kind of clubs too.
Well, on going forwards then, what plans have you got yourself and working with the other members of the Community Trust to sort of include girls in football even more?
By continuing to run even more tournaments than we did last year, by increasing the number of clubs that we run. So for example, if we have one Wildcats, pushing it up to 2, maybe 3, squad girls clubs, PL Kicks clubs, all that kind of thing really.
And what about the standard of football that's going on today? Because I've been pretty impressed myself. What about you?
Yeah, definitely. We've got some really, really good individuals and good teams here too, and hopefully that will help push them on to bigger and better things in the future.
And what would your message be to any head teachers at home, or any teachers or even parents of kids that go to schools that aren't involved with the Community Trust? What would your message be to them?
Oh, 100%. Come and get involved. I feel like we can offer so much to our local schools, local communities, in getting these girls involved, and we're happy to work with you.